Today's sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on. Hey.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. third down's important to them, they find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got room.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
17 yards and a giant first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The second back at the 36.
Amari Bono
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Back to throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Barkley.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. He was brought down by Foyesade and Lewican.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Grant. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
straight ahead with Hubbard.
Oh, he's got a little... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to pump the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back on the 35-yard line. Amari Darno bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
18 Ramble.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The kick by Bass is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Panthers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Off play action. Grant. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front.
This time the extra point up and go. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 19 yards away. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Grant. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Grant. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half,
How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard, and he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on second down. Grant is going to float this over the middle deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Grant. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 26 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here this third quarter. The point after is good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Chandler Jones from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ready? 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Amari Barno make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Grant. And a pass complete to Moore. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Grant. That caught by Tremble. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Grant. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Defense, bro. I need to stop, man. I need a job to end turnover punt, bro. Come on. The offense is kind of
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards, and the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Another carry for their leader.
Why was he holding the ball like that? If I would have fumbled, I would have matched.
Continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing on first down. Grant over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, everybody, hey guys.
Quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give up the middle, Hubbard down to about the 32.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Here's 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
I'm waiting because shit, whatchamacallit, I mean, she went down now, and then she went to the rest. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm gonna go. I'm a little to go.
You are.
Thank you, Prince. So are you? You got from me.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that shit. Yo.
I'm still waiting on Emma. She said she's gonna be back at 2:15.
Alright. I was about to say, I'm over here again. Huh? You trying to play the game though?
Which one?
I was gonna say Warzone, but that shit's still not back yet.
Yeah. They come back in 2 days.
Yeah.
But I need to call Ruth back.
You people be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, but I don't got no family. Dude, I'm Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thankful out there for y'all family, man.
Is that turkey still good? They coming at
Happy
2:15.
Thanksgiving. I don't got no family.
Yeah. They coming at 2:15.
Dude, I'm Thanksgiving.
Like less than 30 minutes.
I'll be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Instagram.
Yeah, it's still good, but
You people be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, but I don't got no family. Dude, I'm Thanksgiving.
You need to clean your room.
I'll be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Instagram, world.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Yeah.
You people be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't got no family. Dude, I'm Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Instagram, world. Hey. You people be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, but I don't got no family. Dude, I'm Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Instagram, world. Hey. People be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving Day. I don't got no family. Dude, don't even thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thankful out there for y'all family, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Instagram, the world. Hey, people be thankful out there for y'all family. People be thankful out there for y'all family, man.
Have you noticed like the turn in like the city just kind of like taking a little crazy around here? I mean, I think it's getting up. Let's go! Let's go! Clock. There's a flag. I can't believe that. Oh my word. Are you kidding? Multiple flags on the field. There are multiple flags. By Pete Carroll. Andre. In this game, just for fame and it's for the clout. I promise I'ma be the greatest. The cash won't go without. I'm a masterpiece with no masters. I get the cash like cricket passes. Call my niggas. Niggas a hassle. Get your slice. Hassle your slash. Old niggas shit they wash like it's the bathroom. Yeah, the gang up in this bitch gon' ape shit like bad rumors. Yeah, when the bills do the bills, then we know we gotta stack up. Coming from the bottom, bro, we gotta get the bricks. In this game, just for fame and it's for the clout. I promise I'ma be the in this game, just for fame and it's for the clout. I promise I'ma be the greatest. The cash won't go without. I'm a masterpiece with no masters. I get the cash like cricket passes. Call my niggas. Niggas a hassle. Get your slice. Hassle your slash. Old niggas shit they wash like it's the bathroom. Yeah, the gang up in this bitch gon' ape shit like bad rumors. Yeah, when the bills do the bills, then we know we gotta stack up. Coming from the bottom, bro, we gotta get the bricks. In this game, just for fame and it's for the clout. I promise I'ma be the greatest. The cash won't go without. I'm a masterpiece with no masters. I get the cash like cricket passes. Call my niggas. Niggas a hassle. Get your slice. Hassle your slash. Old niggas shit they wash like it's the bathroom. Yeah, the gang up in this bitch gon' ape shit like bad rumors.
would love to hear legit logic on how Shaquille O'Neal was not the best player in the game.
He couldn't hit free throws.
Okay.
Like, you had something that you could actually take him out the game with. Shaq was everything, 5 feet in. You know what I'm saying? Had no mid-range game, no long game. And when you look at other guys, you had other guys that were more skilled than Shaq, but he was just so big and strong. Shaq could do anything with you. But then when you put him against guys like Hakeem and skilled big men that could take him away from the basket and expose him a little bit, he did have problems. But Shaq dominated the era because he was so big and so strong. It was just impossible for dudes to really control him physically.
Shaq, for his size, had great footwork. Shaq was a great transition player. Shaq made free throws when they counted. I remember him icing a bunch of games at the free throw line. He made free throws when they counted. He might not have been great, but he did make free throws when they counted.
The point of the game is to put the ball in the basketball and to prevent the other teams from doing that.
There's a misconception that skill or talent makes you the best, and it doesn't.
Nuts.
This terrifying game is called Silent Castle. You and 5 friends have to hide in your room while a demon tries to break inside. Sleep in your bed for
Wow, okay, he just transformed into Super Saiyan 4, and he's fighting Goku. This is trippy. So this was recommended to me to promote a game. Someone told me to think of it as like a Dragon Ball What If. Also, there's a lot of people that say they dislike it, but I gotta check it out for myself to see if it's good or not. I don't trust your opinion. Anyways, I like the concept, but I want to see if they executed it well. So let's check out Super Dragon Ball Heroes Episode 1. Oh, it's cool. It's like an arcade. I did a video where I watched all the Dragon Ball openings, and this was actually in it. This makes sense. So this is what you guys were talking about. I'm gonna rewatch it just to refresh memory. So is there like any plot in it? I mean, that's already different, the way Goku and Vegeta are trained to fight Trunks. Whoa, why is the like worlds locked together? Who's that? I don't know who that is. Are there characters that I've never seen anywhere in Dragon Ball that are only in this? If there is, then that's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty catchy. Whoa! Super Saiyan 4? Alright, this actually kind of got my attention because I am pretty confused. The animation itself kind of looks similar to Dragon Ball Super Soul. Was this animated by Toei or is it something else? It's a promotional anime. Alright, this is Beerus' area. Oh, they're trying to hit Whis. Good luck with that. Oh, also, this isn't in dub. I'm not used to watching Dragon Ball in sub.